Do you have an area in your life where you feel stuck? You're in some type of rut, or maybe just life in general. You just feel stuck. I hear this word all the time in my coaching sessions. Welcome. I'm Tracy Hensel, a certified professional coach and owner of Hensel Coaching and Consulting. I help people just like you get from where you are today, whatever that looks like, which could be stuck, to where you would like to be tomorrow. If you have skin in the game and you want to take the necessary steps to get where you would like to go or get out of that rabbit hole, you absolutely have power to do so. And I love helping my clients get there. Now, there are many reasons that we become stuck in our life. It could be creating a bad habit and not catching yourself in the creating process to identify, I'm starting to create a bad habit. I need to reel it in and either shift my energy to a new habit or stop myself from whatever it is that I'm doing that's creating this bad habit, which could make you feel like you're in a rut. Typically, if we develop a bad habit, we feel like we're in a rut. If someone over time gets into the bad habit of, let's say, eating or snacking at night, before you know it, they're doing it out of habit. They're not even doing it with intention. They're not even necessarily hungry, and they get into a rut. And that rut can get you further and further into that stuck mode because it manifests into other areas such as putting weight on, which can compromise our self-esteem. It can leave us not feeling very confident about ourselves. Perhaps something happened in your life and it was quite traumatizing and it sets you back and you weren't able to push through that or to be resilient to the hurdle or roadblock. Instead, you got into a rut and you're there now and you feel stuck. Some of you watching today are not necessarily there, but you could be working your way towards being in that state of mind, having that mindset that I'm stuck and I just don't even know where to go. The important thing, if that is you, is to identify what you are doing, what you are choosing that is taking you down that path that you really don't want to go. And that requires awareness, paying attention. Again, am I on the road to developing and creating a bad habit? I know for myself, when I start seeing myself develop a pattern over and over, and I find that it's not serving me, I'm typically able to catch myself before I get into that rut. Because I know once you're there, it's a lot harder to get out. So my advice for you, if you're starting to feel that happening, whether you are developing or creating a bad habit or something is going on in your life and it's really taxing you, it's taking a toll on you, you really have to watch yourself and you have to surround yourself with positive things and positive people, and you have to force yourself to do things for you. Often we put others before ourselves, and I recently talked about that on Instagram stories, how we put others before us, and often that can leave us stuck as well. I've always put everyone before me, and I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't know where I'm going in this life. I don't know my purpose. I just feel stuck. You could be in a relationship where you feel stuck. So you have to identify, why am I there and how did I get there? Because to get out of that rut, you have to do the opposite. But most people aren't paying attention to what actually got them there. And in coaching, I pull that out of my clients. Share with me how you got there. Walk me through. When did this start? Because it doesn't just happen overnight. It gradually happens. And before you know it, that's where you're at. If you want to move yourself from where you are today, if you feel that way, the first step is to identify what got me there. Then what do I need to do about the things that got me there or the people that I feel got me there? Now, it's easy to pass the buck and blame other people, but at the end of the day, we are stuck based off of our choice to be there. So there's also an element of taking responsibility and accountability. Ask yourself, where am I not being resilient in my life? Because hurdles and roadblocks are going to happen. Temptations are going to be there. That doesn't mean that I have to say yes to the temptation. Those of us that don't get into ruts or don't get stuck, it's because we're saying no all the time to things and people, situations, scenarios, food maybe, whatever it may be. We're saying no to that because we know that if we continue to say yes, 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 before you know it, we could climb down that rabbit hole, or we could develop or create a habit that is not going to serve us. Life is full of yeses and nos. It's hard. But in order for you to have gotten to where you are, which is stuck, you've been saying yes to something. You've been saying yes to something. What is it? Write it down. Get it out of your head. Get it on paper. Get it on a document. This is how I got there. I was saying yes to this, and here I am. Because now if you want to move from that position, that rut, feeling stuck, you're going to do the opposite. So when you create your document and you list what got you where you are, where you're just not satisfied, you're not living an optimal life, and you do have the choice to have that. You have all the power to live an optimal life regardless of what you have faced. I said yes to these. Arrow over. What's the opposite of that? That's where I'm going to put my energy. That's where I'm going to put my time. I want you to do that, and you're going to watch a shift. You're going to see significant changes. It's not to say you're not going to have some hurdles, some setbacks, some roadblocks, some people that may try to overstep your boundaries when they see that you're making this change and this shift. And yeah, you're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. But think about the reward that is on the other side of discomfort. Think about the reward on the other side of discomfort. You can continue to play small and stay safe, but we know where that's leaving you. That's leaving you in a state of mind of feeling stuck. You have all the power in the world to choose differently. Every day is a gift given to you to choose differently. To say to yourself, what am I going to say yes to today? And what or who am I going to say no to? Because I know I'm no longer choosing to stay where I'm at. Leveling up and living an optimal life is what I strive for, and all the power lies within me to make that happen. You can do this. If this seems bigger than you and you need someone to hold your hand and help you get there, I'd love to help. But be sure you have skin in the game, because I hold my clients accountable. If you want someone to pat your back and say, it's okay, yes, you're the victim, it's okay, this happened, go seek out a friend. But if you don't feel you can do this on your own, and you need support, and you need someone who's going to give you that tough talk, maybe call out where you need to be called out, especially when you start blaming other people for being stuck and being in your rut, that's what a coach will do. Because no one can have the control, or no thing, no food, whatever it is, has enough power and control to sabotage us and leave us feeling in the pits. If we're down there in the pits, we're saying yes to it. But we're probably saying yes to a lot of things that did not serve us to get there. All right? Yeah. Links will be in the description box below if you want to get connected with me. Videos to complement today's video will be down there as well. If you missed last week's video where I shared my 50th birthday celebration, and I call it Living Large, fabulous in 50. Yeah, that's how I feel. Living large, but it's because I've made that happen. And it's not to say something can't creep up in my life and that can just put me right into the gutter, because we never know, and it will. And that's why you need to create a resilient life so that you can overcome those hurdles and roadblocks, that pain, the agony, the disappointment, all the things that we are going to experience throughout our life. It's inevitable. In my 50 years, I've had a lot of it. I've had a lot of it. Not as much as some, but more than some as well, right? No one really can say, I've had it worse or harder than anyone else, although we try. And those of you that feel that way are stuck. Yes, you are. You're stuck. Makes sense you would be, considering the lens you're seeing from. We've all had hardships. We've all had hurdles. We've all had setbacks. You just don't know about everyone's. Doesn't mean they didn't have them. You have to create a resilient life, or you're going to be stuck when they come. All right? All right. Yes, check out my birthday party video. My family threw me a wonderful surprise birthday party. That video came out last week. And yeah, 50 and fabulous, living large. I love it. And anyone can be there. Anyone can be there. If you're younger, take care of this now. You have a lot of years ahead of you. I'm so glad that I did the work. And I didn't really start my deep work until I was in my 30s, maybe more, getting closer to 40s. Start it today, but it's never too late. All right, I've got your back. Well, thanks for joining me, and you know where you'll be seeing me. I'll be on Instagram stories. Make sure you're checking me out on that platform. Please give this video a thumbs up. I tell you, I don't understand all of the analytics, but clearly my videos are not getting out there and viewed. So the more comments, I think the more interaction probably can help that. So I'd really appreciate that. And just thank you for being part of this community. I am so grateful for so many things at 50, and you're part of that. Yeah. All right, we'll see you soon. Take care.